Hey chat, so massive patch came out today. It involves, the hub world, all the new characters coming out, the voting system, Mina. It is absolutely insane, guys. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with myself right now. There's so much content. But anyways, I've been playing Mina a lot. You're kind of seeing right here some gameplay of me playing Mina right now in Deadlock. I played 8 games of her on the first day. I'm quite an experienced player. I have almost 4,000 hours in this game now. Multiple DFN wins, which some of you guys probably don't know what the fuck that is. I have earnings of 10 pennies. So I'm going to share with you some tips that I consider to be valuable and tricks when it comes to playing Mina. If you want more advice like this, perhaps some personalized coaching, you can go to coachlock.gg right here. This is my site. I developed it. I do coaching sessions. I basically help people get better at Deadlock, whether it's micro, macro, advice, anything. I will help you with anything when it comes to Deadlock. So yeah, coachlock.gg. You can book a session right here. It has my calendar with all my dates and times that I'm available. Here's some testimonials from some players. I actually helped a player recently. They were Eternus 5 or Eternus 4, and I got them to max rank Eternus 6. It was actually kind of made me happy. So. Okay, anyways, let's just get into the tips and tricks. You guys don't care. Alright, have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the video. Peace out. So the first tip for Mina revolves around her Sanguine Retreat. So if you're familiar with Pocket, you probably already know this, but when you jump and you try to jump again, you can't. You can't air jump twice, right? But with Sanguine Retreat, you can basically counteract that or negate that completely. So jump, Sanguine Retreat, jump. So you can have infinite jumps and also infinite dashes with Sanguine Retreat. It's not infinite, but you understand what I mean when I'm saying infinite. So here, dash, dash, dash. So it refreshes the amount of jumps and dashes that you can do. So a tip I got from Mina, pretty sure this is like a low-key kind of tip. I don't think a lot of people actually know this about this character. And I can honestly think of infinite uses for this character, or this tip rather, is that your rake, you can actually use it for movement. So if I show you here, I'm going to take this vent, and then let's say I'm like moving around. The rake, see that little jump it gives you? The rake will boost you a little bit when you use it. Now it's finicky sometimes, I won't lie, it's weird. So I don't think it'll work here. What? I think it's when you have downwards velocity and you use rake, it boosts you. Because I don't think it works when you have upwards velocity when you're going up. Yeah, it doesn't work when you're going up. But when you're going down, velocity-wise, when you're falling, you can use the rake as a little jump. So, like, look. Helps you kind of, hit that kind of copy, as Grant would say. So, for the next tip I have for Mina, people really don't do this with this character quite yet, but you should be actively using your rake to heal off minions. So, I'm not going to try to die here to these bots, but when I get these minions here, low with rake, people think that rake only works with heroes, but it actually works with minions. So look at my health. Kills me. So making sure that you're using your rake in the laning phase as sustain against minions is extremely, extremely important to your success on this character. The third tip that I have for Mina is right now, when you buy Mystic Regeneration, it says dealing spirit damage to enemy heroes grants you bonus health regen. So when I buy this item, and I shoot, it doesn't work. However, if you buy Radiant Regeneration and shoot, it does work. So the third tip for Mina is that build Radiant Regeneration because it works with your proc damage on hits with your whatever auto attacks, I guess. Next tip I have for Mina is something that she excels at that not a lot of other characters in this game do. Mainly, it revolves around her ult and the fact that it silences. So characters that rely heavily on their abilities, Pocket, Yamato. There's many other characters that I can think of, but making sure you're using your ult on these characters that are vulnerable to silence is extremely important. People forget that Mina's ult silences when you use it on them. Every bat that hits the enemy silences for 1 second. So if you can literally, if there's like a pocket in the side lane and you're just 1v1ing, you can literally just ult the pocket and they probably die because they're so reliant, right? The pocket player. The pockets are so reliant on their abilities. There's a lot of damage as well, and it like murders. So you would most definitely be able to kill Pocket with Mina when you ult. So, tip there, use your ult to silence and kill targets that are heavily impacted by it. One final tip that I have for this character, it's a pretty simple tip, but it's using your Sanguine Retreat to avoid alts, like Lash alt, like Infernus alt. So what I mean by that is, for example, I'm going to mimic this Infernus. When there's an alt like this happening, using your Sanguine Retreat to just like completely negate it and avoid it. So it's really good into things like Lash alt, into things like Holiday Lasso, Paradox Swap if you're even quick enough. So in scrims and in the context of draft, this character is also really good into those heroes because, I mean, it's basically the same thing as Dynamo Quantum Entanglement, right? We can think of all the different ways how Dynamo Quantum Entanglement is so good.